Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 11 of our Timberborn playthrough. If you guys are new to the series, definitely check out some of the older videos. Consider subscribing so you can stay up to date on this series as well as some others. And leave a like and a comment. Really helps with the video engagement, as well as it's just motivating to see and really gets me excited for making new videos. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this episode. We'll go through a quick recap and then we'll get building. Okay, episode 11 here. So, we are just taking a look at Timberton, our forestry-focused village that we got going on here. We have just started to get these maples planted. We have our channels through here to allow a good amount of water to come through. And just to kind of go over, I know we got a ton of floodgates going on here, so just kind of to go over the height that we got going on. So, at the 3 channels that are used to irrigate up here, we have 2.5 at our entrances to allow some water to flow in. And then we keep the exits at 3. This one I've got at 2.5. It can spill over down into here to keep this flooded if necessary. Now on this one, where I actually want water to be constantly moving, and you can see if we zoom in here, we've got water constantly moving through these gates. I have this one set at 2, then 1.5, then 1, and then this one's at 2.5 to kind of keep this channel a little bit more full. And quite honestly, this one could probably go up as well because there is a little bit of a height difference there. So we should be able to store a little bit more water in there. I'm just kind of gonna speed this up and see what we can get away with. This one I have set at 3. I would love to replace it with levees. I just don't think we're able to. And we actually did get a little spill over there. And hopefully this will kind of normalize itself. We'll just give it a minute to see if it does. It should. Yeah. So it looks like it's kind of fixed itself. Yeah. So that should be good. And let's just do that. Kind of build that up a little bit more so we hopefully don't get quite as much spillover. That will evaporate out. Anyway, what do we got going on today? So we're building these, the rest of this pathway through here, which will allow us to get onto these levees, get those built. I was having a little thought process about how we're shipping stuff over here. So we know that the warehouses have the medium warehouses have a capacity of 200, the small warehouses 30. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to add distribution limits. So I don't want them to send any more than 200 over because I don't want it to be stored in the distribution post. I would like it to be stored in the actual warehouse. So similarly for grilled potatoes, we'll stop them at 200. Water, I don't think we need to do the water anymore in this district, but I'll leave it there. Let's see, planks. I don't have a storage for planks yet, so I need to build one. And then what else do we have? Explosives, that's okay. Other than that, I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, gears. Gears was the last one. That's right. So let's go into gears, and I will have them send over 30, and I want a minimum of 20 gears over here. Something like that. That way they can all be stored in here. And I think that will just work a little bit better than what we had going on before. So we have a drought coming up. This has all the planks it needs. It's missing the logs and the gears. This is going to store logs. So why don't we take this storage here. Actually, I'm going to wait for this to be built, and then we're going to convert that pile for planks, I think. Let's see, what do we have for planks? 20 and 50? Ideally, I would like them to have a bit more than that. Maybe 80. And what do these store? 180? Is that what they store? Yeah. So we'll do 80 and 180 for the planks. Let me just make sure I got that right. 80, 180, yeah. Perfect. So we got this second distribution post set up. So let's come over here. I'm just going to continue to dynamite off the kind of odd areas over here. Kind of unnecessary, but I like to do it, so we will see. We'll get that laid. And we'll get that laid, and then we can actually come in here and plant some wheat. Yeah. Plant some wheat in there. And then I believe this is the last set of dynamite down here. It is, so now we can get our platforms in here. I'm just going to bring those down to there for now. And we'll run a path along there. Not sure what that's for, but, you know, you guys know me. A lot of the stuff I do is not exactly rocket science. Okay, so this distribution post is going to be for food and water. So, timber. So we need logs, planks, and explosives to go over. So we will add a new route over here. And before I forget, actually, we need gears as well. So let's get gears. Let's get logs. Let's get planks. And then let's get explosives. Where are they at? There we go. All right, so those will ship over there. I'm going to max out the workers in there. We have this on moderately high priority. And then I'm going to get rid of the non-food items here. And I'm also going to start shipping them bread because we have a pretty good amount. So let's come down into here. And let's get another storage facility set up for bread. There we go. And then let's set our district limits. So for carrots, it's 150 to 200. For grilled potatoes, it's 150 to 200. So we will do the same here. 150 to 200. Okay, so that should work. I'm also going to make this the highest priority so we can convert that to plank storage. And now we can just kind of continue to do what we're going to do. I'm just going to come up into here. And place another path there. Okay, so this is working really well. We are about to start our drought. So I'm going to come over here. Pause all of those. Okay. So now I kind of want to come into here and see if I go to workplaces, what doesn't have a person in it? So that's a builder's hut that doesn't have a worker in it. We have a bunch of science that doesn't have workers in it, and then we have obviously all of our water posts. This is telling me that I have 12 vacancies in here. So I can see 4 science facilities that don't have people working in them. And then there have to be some builders' huts around here that don't have people working in them. Not really sure where the other ones are, but it's okay. That is okay. So let's get this taken out. And also probably get that taken out. Have them come over there and pick that up. Put a little dynamite up there. A little dynamite there and there. This should all be within reach. It is. And that will give us a nice pad. Now the question is, do I want to dynamite off that whole thing? I don't know, because I've actually been thinking about getting rid of this. If I can dynamite off this whole thing and then maybe put another water channel through here, that could be pretty good in terms of giving us just a ton of area to plant. So, with that being said, we might want to do that. Not sure. Oh, and that does not need to be there. Okay, so we actually have 10 unemployed beavers, so I'm actually going to migrate maybe 5 back over here. Just to kind of help out with working some of these jobs. Okay, we got our log storage in. That is outstanding. So now we just need to continue to get these maples planted. And I'm kind of thinking that I will take this path across here. So if I grab that, bring that over. I'm going to prioritize all of those, and then I'm going to dynamite those out. Completely unnecessary, but just kind of want to do it. Then I'm going to delete that path, and I'm going to put a beaver statue in here. Something like that. Okay, and we are getting working here. Just need to dynamite out that last one there. And then we should be good. Our water has stopped flowing. So we might want to pause a couple of these. Maybe leave one running for now. We're doing okay down here for water. We got a pretty good amount stored here. We're still pumping away. But I think for the most part we're doing pretty good. Getting our dynamite laid down here. We can go ahead and detonate these out, and then I'm similarly going to put a path in here and run that over here. And now let's start to think about getting up here. So if I put some stairs in like that, some stairs in there. Connect that up, and now how am I going to get up here? Let's see if I do something like that. And then what are these? Are these maples? Yeah, they are. I mean, that's pretty valuable. That is pretty valuable wood, so I'm just going to have them cut that down. That'll be good, though. We got plenty of stuff to work on, so it's not the end of the world. I'm actually going to leave that in. I was about to dynamite it out, but that's actually the only thing keeping our water in. And what I might do, I'm going to lower this down to 2. Get a little bit more water in there. And then look, bring that back up. Bring that back up to 2.5. So we overflowed a little bit, but that's okay. We're just trying to keep this fully irrigated during this drought. We still have 5.5 days left, so not a non-zero amount of time for sure. I think we will be able... I mean, I'm not worried about the maples dying. The maples can last forever. I am a little bit more concerned that we just don't have enough water storage. So that might have to be something that we start to think about in future episodes as these droughts get longer and longer. But either way, we are doing pretty good in terms of, you know, just building stuff out and, you know, just making progress. So let's connect that up. And then I kind of want to start dynamiting out like a channel in here. So if I... I delete this out, put some stairs down in there. And then maybe get that filled. I shouldn't have cut off any buildings because they have this connection here. Now the question is, if I break this connection, I feel like I should reestablish this one before I break this one. So we'll kind of do this in phases. I'm also going to have to rip out all my water pumps to dynamite out and then put them all back in. And then I'll probably rip out this dam, dynamite that down, and put in floodgates and maybe a path behind it. Yeah. That is probably what we're going to do. Pretty unnecessary, but I think it'll work. So let's get some wheat planted in there. And then I might pull the wheat all the way out to there. Actually, let's not plant there. That'll kind of be our cutoff. Just so everybody knows that it's our cutoff. I'll do that. Just to make sure everybody knows it's our cutoff, we will do something like this. So let's see if we get our beaver statue. Maybe right here. Right there. With some shrubs above him. I think that that'll look good. I don't know if they can build that without some scaffolding nearby, but should be pretty good. Okay, so our beavers are busy working. They are busy. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a triple floodgate right in here. Oriented like that. And we will prioritize that as well as this portion. And that should get us pretty far where we want to go. Okay, so we have that in, so now I'm going to change this to planks. So all of our logs should go down here. And you can see just a huge amount of planks in here. We're nearly maxed out on the planks. We have a full lot of gears. See, this is exactly what I wanted to see. We're not storing goods in here. It's all getting transferred out to our local storages, which is perfect. That is exactly what we want to see. Now I am going to stop the gear delivery because they already have 30. We can resume it if we need to build another large storage area. But I think for now we're going to be okay. All right, and let's raise this up to 3. And we can detonate that out. So now our water will have somewhere to go. And I'm just going to dynamite that off just to make it kind of a clean connection. Totally unnecessary, but it's just kind of what I want to do. And then we're going to run this down because I would love to be able to reach this. I would love to be able to reach this. And I'm going to mark this singular tree for destruction so that they will get rid of that. I am not sure Yeah, I think we're going to be able to reach that, no problem. And then we can actually get a mine in there. So if we go into metal, the mine, it's going to cost us 4K, but we're going to go ahead and unlock it. It's going to take some time before we actually get to it, but I think we'll be okay. So let's take a look at our water. We're doing pretty good. I am going to detonate that out, and then let's put another set of stairs down in here, as well as another set of dynamite. And then once we get that dynamited, we will reestablish this bridge connection, destroy this connection, and then begin our dynamiting in here. And we do need to let some water out to get this filled back up. Just going to let it out until I see the slightest overflow. And then we'll raise that back up to 2.5. And man, we have almost completely pumped out of there. Yeah, water storage is starting to become a little bit of an issue. This drought is longer than most of our ones in the past. So, you know, something to keep in mind. Not really sure, so if we go into water dump, irrigation tower, we do have the mechanical water pump, so we could build kind of a new district that just solely exists to store water. That could be pretty cool. Not sure where we would build it. I would need like a nice flat area to be able to do it the way that I would want to do it. Maybe like over here? I don't know. There are some good options though. Maybe like down in here. I don't know. We will see, but that is a ways away, and hopefully we just don't die before that. But we still have 2 days left. Let's see how we're doing for water in this district. We do have 3.8, so I might pause another pump over there, and then over here we have 160. But it does look like we have plenty of water down here, so I might get another one working in there. And we should be able to get up to this top, no problem. Yeah, and we are doing pretty good. We're not doing great on logs over here. That is like the main delivery being brought over here, along with food, obviously. But I think for the most part, we are doing pretty good. Now, one thing that we could do, we do have a lot of wheat flour. Would it make sense to get another bakery? I don't know if we can support 2 bakeries, but there's really only one way to find out. So let's see, if I put that in there, get rid of these paths. Ooh, that one needed that path. Okay, so if that one needs that path... Honestly, though, this will probably be fine. I don't think we need to necessarily make this connection. So what do we have? Moderately high priority, and they're making bread. And that should allow us to produce a little bit more bread. We could also probably get another grill for grilled potatoes. We have so many raw potatoes. That would probably be another good idea. Oh, and I actually forgot to get rid of this. This was a while ago. But we should probably get rid of it anyway. And then I'm also going to get rid of this so that I can come in here and build another storage. So let's see, if I put another medium warehouse in here, we will need some paths to get over to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a grill up on top of here. Maybe there. We can pull that path out. Not sure where it's going to go, but we might as well. And then I will put... maybe something like that, and we can actually get rid of that. So this is going to store grilled potatoes. We're going to have a path here. Set of stairs going up. Path over. And then we could actually put in a nice shrub right there. This is going to be doing grilled potatoes. We have these on the highest worker priority. Okay, very good. So let's come back over here. Let's see how they're doing with building. This is great. They got all this built. They got all of this built. Let's see how far we get. Wow, that is terrible. Oh, wait. Let me see. All right, now let's check. Okay, so we do make it all the way over there. Yes, and I can put that on like that. And then we can get a large pile. Does the pile store the scrap metal? It does. Okay. So we'll get a large underground pile. Kind of want it to be like literally right across the way. So let's destroy these. Not sure if they're in range. They should be. And I'm actually going to pause the production of that because we just don't need it right now. And let's see how we're doing with water. The water is returning, so it is going to fill up our reservoir here. And then it is going to begin to overflow and replenish a lot of what we got going on down here. So with that being the case, I think it is time to resume the pumping. I'm even going to add another pump so that we can completely replenish our water stores, as well as I might dynamite out some of this so that we can get a few more water tanks in there. Just bring it all the way back there. Okay, so that is going well. We have most of the, or not most, we have some of the logs cut down up here. Just make sure that they're all in the cutting area. They are. And then we can start to dynamite the top off of that. Now, over here, we do have 18 unemployed beavers. Don't know if it makes sense to add in another builder's hut. It might. Builder's huts are great. They really are the backbone of a lot of the stuff that you try and do in this game. So why don't I put one in right there? We'll just connect that up. Okay, so the builder's hut is in. That gives us 4 more builders in here. Hopefully so we can get a lot of stuff, well, built for lack of a better word. Our water has returned. It is flowing throughout all of our irrigation systems. It's got this full and this down here. Okay, so we can go ahead and put our last beehive in there, completing our coverage. This got built. Completely useless, but I kind of like it. And now I would love to start making our way over here with like a bridge. I know that we have one over there, but I think having several would be good. And then I'm going to let the beavers get down to this level so that I can start dynamiting off this area and just give us even more water storage down here. And then I'm also going to add in a bit of a bridge down here. So that they can start to dynamite off this section as well. And that should be good. Okay, they got all of this dynamite laid. So let's get that cleared out. And now let's add in some more water tanks. Like that. Maybe a path down there. And then let's get some small tanks all in there so we can really just maximize the amount of water that we have during droughts. Because I am generally concerned about how much water we have available. And this will fix that problem for sure. Now we do need some more beavers over here, so I might come over here, migrate 10 back to Beaverton. That still leaves us with 4 vacancies over here. We do now have 8 homeless beavers, so that is unacceptable in this beaver society, which is the greatest of the beaver societies. Everybody knows it. So let's kind of figure out, I don't know if I can get another set of houses over here. This is stretched pretty thin already. Yeah, I might have to call it with this one. So to symbolize that, I will throw some roofs on there. And we can go ahead and detonate this out. So that should now be at the right level. I'm just going to check it with... Yeah, so that's at 3. So we can go ahead and get going on that, get that cleared out. But where can I put in a couple more houses here? Could probably put some in here. Let's see, if I put in like a row house here. How could we get down from here? Let me just see, if I put in like a couple like that. And I'm going to have them come in here. Let's see, we will remove these. And then they're going to come down here, and this is the way they're going to get down. So let's remove those as well. Let's prioritize those. I am going to pause the construction of both of these just until we get this thing like blueprinted out. Okay, so now we're going to have a path down here. I know this is a lot of rotating. I apologize for all of the rotating, but I just need to figure out how we're going to get down here. Alright, so we'll have paths down there. So now this staircase is no longer necessary. Let's get that built, and that. we could go ahead and put in a couple shrubs there. Could also dynamite off this little ledge portion here to get a little bit more wheat planted. Okay, so now, once those get built, I'm just going to come over here and continue the detonating while I kind of think to myself for a minute. Let's get that picked up. You should be able to pick that up. Let's see how they're doing here. They're getting some dynamite laid. They're getting there. But once this gets built... Oh, we got another water tank. That's awesome. So let's max out our water production right now. We do have still 12 vacancies. I think the majority of those are our science. Or our builders. Well, it's going to be one or the other. As long as they're not like food or water production right now, I am okay with it. Okay, so that is now cleared off. So let's get the dynamiting going up here. As well as, let's see what we need for storage here. So I need to dynamite out this area. Need to dynamite that out. Just making sure they can reach all of those. They can. We should have plenty of dynamite to get that done. And I'm also going to give them a little bit more water storage because now I'm paranoid about it. So let's get those built. And those require gears. We do have the gears. Not enough for both, but we have enough for 1.5, and then they should bring over more gears. But anyway, what was I working on? Okay, so we got these stairs in. Perfect. So let's get that removed. And now let me see here. So this is the level that we're going to need to get into that one. And now how am I going to get into that one? Could do something like that. So let's get all of that built. And I will turn both of those off, or back on now, so those will get built. Yeah, and then I actually might get rid of this, because I was thinking if I go into well-being and find a rooftop terrace, face it over there, get rid of that path, we don't need it. So if I put something up there, I'll need to be back at that level again. And that would allow them to all get up to that rooftop terrace. Yeah, so let's get that built. The rooftop terrace portion I'm not overly concerned about. I am more concerned about the platforms and the housing being built, because I really don't love having homeless beavers in this environment. Okay, so let's see how we're doing with the dynamite now. We can go ahead and dynamite this off. That will be our highest priority. We have plenty of dynamite. And they laid that pretty fast. I mean, I guess that's what happens when almost your entire worker population is builders. You know? Like you're going to see a stream of builder beavers coming over here. to get that laid, which is great. I love to see that. These are getting there. We do have a nice amount of logs. Let's check what our distribution limit is. We're going to shut this off inevitably. Once we get the logs grown over there. And then once that happens, we should be good to go. Oh, and these are too far from the district. Can I get a path through there? Does that help? Yeah, now they're close enough. Let's check over here. Yeah, those are close enough. All right, so should be okay. Let's detonate that out. Get our last piece of dynamite in here, and then we can reestablish our bridge connection and move on to clearing this portion out. Okay, so we're doing pretty good here. We have established our houses, so we shouldn't have any. Yeah, now we have 8 vacant beds, which is perfect. It's exactly what we want to see. And we are getting this dynamited out, and then I'll probably come along and square this off, just to get a massive amount of water stored in here. And maybe we'll build a district over here that will be our water district. That could be good. That could be really good. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear. I just want to make sure that these are all prioritized by haulers. They are. These ones as well. They are. Yeah. Let's see. Can I prioritize picking that dynamite back up? Hopefully. Now let's get all of this cleared out so we can get more dynamite laid. Not sure how they're going to reach those, but we will cross that bridge when we come to it. Actually, I might get rid of that one. This one, on the other hand, this one's going to be interesting. For sure. But we only need to do one more level down here. Once we get that dynamited off and that, then it's just one more level on the bottom, and then it's just a matter of squaring this off. And just so that I remember, I'll probably leave that, I think. I don't know, maybe we could put a staircase up there at some point, but I'm just going to do that so that I remember to square this off in the future. Okay, let's come over here. No storage space available. For the planks, that is. Yeah. So we can put that in. And we can dynamite off that level, and we'll just work our way down. Just continue to work our way down. You guys know how this goes. You guys know the ball game that we're playing. Over in this district, we have about half of the water that we could possibly store. So what I think I'm going to do, 1, 2, 3, yeah, I can fit 4 in there. 4 more water pumps. Can I dynamite out underneath a water pump? I guess we're going to find out. Like, could I dynamite there? Yeah. It would let me. And I want these at the highest workplace priority, and then I need to make sure that I remember to get them prioritized by haulers. Okay. So now that is destroyed, so we can reestablish this bridge. why don't we get that prioritized? Just because. And let's check our priorities for everything that we got going on here. So I'm going to prioritize all of those water pumps first and foremost, because I am paranoid now about the water situation that we got going on here. This is waiting on gears. Oh, it's because I actually add new route, come over here, bring them gears. It's because I turned off the gear delivery. So I am going to prioritize that just so that they get it built as soon as the gears arrive. But it's, you know, we do have a full storage tank, and then we got some more water up here, so we're doing okay. Five and change of water is pretty good. You know, it's not a zero quantity of water. Now we can get this blown off. Get that destroyed, get a path on there. And then we should be able to reach everywhere around here. So we'll get that built. Okay, so they got that built. And man, the gears are already arriving. That is outstanding to see. And I think this is going to bring us to the end of this episode, guys. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and a comment. Even if you got nothing to say, just drop me, I don't know, an emoji or something. Let me know how your day's going. Love to hear from you guys. Super motivating. Helps with the engagement on the video. If you're enjoying the series, definitely consider subscribing so you can stay up to date on all of the new videos as they come out. And until the next time, I will see you guys. So have a great day. Thanks. Bye.